What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bristol Golf Club, right across the Tennessee-Virginia border in Bristol, Tennessee. I'm coming out to try to sneak a quick 18 in post-work. Got a lot done today, so I figured why not come out here. And I'm working on a swing change, so you may notice a slightly different swing. It's not a radical difference, but it's enough to actually notice. And this will be a two-part video. The front nine will be one, the second nine will be the other, trying to mix some instructional stuff in as well on this nine. So before we run out of daylight, let's kick this thing off. First hole is a par 4, about 330. Pretty straightforward. Get a little 4-iron off the tee and kick it off and see what happens. I don't know if you could see on that first swing, that swing change I mentioned was shortening up my backswing a lot, because I had a tendency, I generated enough speed, but I had a tendency to just get loose real bad up on the top of my backswing. So I'm shortening it up like Tony Finau style, trying to hit a little more controlled shot shape and dial in my misses. So if it looks a little funky, bear with me. It worked really well the last tournament I played and a couple other places that I've been fiddling around with. It's worked really well. So hit the 4-iron pretty straight, just on the right edge of the fairway. See the ball there, got about 110, 115 left. Hit a little wedge in tight and hopefully open with a bird. Leaked a little bit right. That's one of the things doing this, is I don't quite have the distance control that I used to, because I had my clock method dialed in pretty good. And also, full disclosure, I have not putted on these greens, and you can't see the slope. It's pretty downhill, so I have no idea how this is gonna go, but we'll see, and hopefully I make it. Birdie on one, kick it in. As you can see, hit that one hard. A little too hard, but it hit the hole and went in. So 1 under after one, 59 watch as I pick up my stolen putter head cover. 59 watch, heading to, I forgot to mention, I started on 10. They put me on 10 because some groups are going off of 1. They said, oh, you'll have plenty of room in the back. There's nobody coming around. So if I misspoke, I apologize. That was 10, heading to 11. Hole 11 here, par 4, 437. Really no trouble. I know it looks kind of tight. The camera's making it look tighter than it is. There's tons of room past these first 2 trees right here, left and right. So no reason to hit anything other than driver. Try and pound one down there for another wedge into the green and set up hopefully another birdie. But got to get off the tee first. Driver, full send. Well, it must have hit this big tree and gone here, because that is 45 yards left of the fairway, 50 yards left. You can see the pin way back there. I've got about 130, and that's the gap I'm gonna try to go through. I guess I'll just go up top and maybe float it over and see if I can get something middle right of the green or so. That's really good. That's so close. I wasn't lying. That's tight. That's tight, boys, from 130. So hopefully birdie number 2 should be a kick in. I practiced these enough. Birdie number 2 in a row. Well, I've got a second. I'm gonna be saying 59 watch all day because I'm conditioning myself for the ultimate jinx, because somebody somewhere will try to jinx me. You make 2 or 3 in a row, or you're tied for the lead. They're like, man, you're tied for the lead. And you know, as soon as they say that, double or something crazy. So I'm just gonna tease myself all day with 59 watch and hope that I don't jinx myself into missing something stupid. I hope this is the right hole. I think, yep, this is number 12. Okay, cool. Never been here, so I didn't know where to go. Number 12, incoming, par 3, 165, 170? I'll look here in just a second. I was actually wrong, 190. So you can't see the pin, or maybe you can way back there. Pretty guarded, 190. Probably gonna hit a little slinky cut 7 and see if I can get it over that bunker, something relatively close. So pretty terrible shot. I came out of it, I just didn't commit. I hit the 7, I felt, you can see the wind straight down. I should have just hit the hard 8, but that's fine. I'm down there, gonna have a tricky little pitch up to this pin. Hopefully can stuff one close. Walk out of here with a par after a pretty terrible swing. After a very disappointing bogey, I deserved it. I didn't commit to really any shot I hit. Chip shot came out hot, 7-iron was come out of, bad putt. Short par 4, 320, but as you can see, littered with bunkers. This bunker here on the left is maybe 220. This bunker here on the right, oh, there's my finger. Oh, is maybe refocus phone. Bunker there on the right's maybe I think it's 240. And these up here closer to the green are maybe 300 to get to. So I'm just gonna hit driver at those. And if I'm in one, it's a greenside bunker and I should be able to get up and down for birdie and hopefully make back that shot I just gave up. You are not going to believe where that ball is. That is my drive from all the way back at that top tee box. That is where did it pitch? I'm gonna try to figure that out. It probably pitched short of the green down here because I don't see any massive pitch marks on the green. It was hit pretty low. Yeah, pitched somewhere back there, rolled up. What is that, 10, 12 feet maybe? For a dose, that would be a nice little makeup. That's one of the advantages of hitting this so low, is that I can control it and run it. So I'm actually gonna get my putter. I forgot. I totally left it in the bag because I was so excited, but I'll grab it, make 2 hopefully, and we'll see what happens. You could tell I wanted the 2 by the knee buckle after I missed it, but if you tell what we're looking at a par 5, only 460. It's a little weird though. Up the hill, super tight drive at least. I don't know what it looks like up by the green. It looks like I'm gonna have to lay something up short somewhere in that region up there and maybe hit a mid-iron into the green. It looks kind of funky, so we'll see. I'll get on the grint, look at what the yardages are, and make a decision and try to walk out of here with a 5 worst case scenario, preferably a 4, really even a 3. Well, mission accomplished on the distance. I hit it the perfect distance, but it must have just hit this hill right here. You can't really see it, but it's gonna funnel this way if it hits up there and up down here. The pin is right through this gap right here. Got about 180, 185. So I'm gonna thread something low through that gap, try and run it on maybe the front right. There's a couple bunkers up there that you obviously can't see, but if I'm in one of those, that's fine. Try and run one up. A little bit of a missed opportunity. If I was 10, 15 yards that way, it would have been perfect, but we'll take it, run it through. I'm gonna try and get a good camera angle. Probably won't be able to get one. Probably left. Hooked a little more than I thought because of the little bit of a funky lie, but should be close. Like I mentioned, hooked a little more than I wanted to. Ball's here in the bunker. Gonna have a fancy little bunker shot I'm gonna have to play. I'm glad it's not in this grass. I'd rather be in the bunker, but shouldn't be too bad. Just kind of land it somewhere in this area here. Have it roll down. Pretty steep slope, you can't see, but try and give you a decent angle in case I make a 3. Tweet.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I'm not sure what happened there. I know you saw that. The flag fell off. There is no screw. It's just kind of sitting on there. I don't know how it didn't come off when I took it down, but it's on there now. I'll give you a decent look at it, how it's leaning. The leaning flag of Bristol. Look at its beauty. It's like a French, what are they called? I know they're engineers. Holy cow. Design engineer, maybe that's it? He designed this flag. It was very majestic and elegant, and it represents all things that are Tennessee. Anyway, now that my shenanigans are done, 150-yard par 3 down the hill. You can't really see the green too well because it's dark. There's the pin, guarded by one small bunker. The plan is to just shoot straight at it. Trees don't seem to be a problem. And this house is for sale. So if you are a millionaire or you really want to live in the outskirts of Bristol, Tennessee, house is for sale. But anyway, probably gonna hit pitch and wedge, try and dunk one or get close, and keep the birdie train going. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool green. You can see my ball down here in the shadows. Pin's right there. It landed right up in here. So spun back a good 15 feet. Not excited about that. That would have been a little easier of a putt, but pretty cool little green, but longer than I really wanted. And we'll see if I can continue the streak, knock another one in. All right, next up, par 4, 423, but there's a bunker there and hazard left. So the shot's really only about 250, somewhere up by that bunker. So I'm gonna hit, 4 or 3 iron, run one down there, have a wedge in, and clap my hands and say, yay. Well, I tried to hit a little stinger there. Haven't hit one since I really changed my swing. And I almost topped it. That ball did not go very far. That went maybe 180 yards. It just almost didn't get off the ground. So that'll be interesting. I just made a 430-yard hole real long. So we're gonna take the trek down. I'll see what I've got, but I'm not optimistic. This will have to be a little scramble. If you're gonna shoot 59, you've got to be able to make the best out of the worst scenario. So this is what I'm doing. I'm taking the best out of the worst. I'll have to sling a draw around those trees, I'm sure, but I can do that. That's one thing I do know how to do. So, oh look, we're almost at my ball. We've still got 100 yards good, but we'll see what it looks like in the wind. So there's my ball, and that's what I'm looking at. Those bunkers are forever away. I've got to shoot them and see. I would be willing to bet I've got at least 200 in. I don't know if that went 230, because it did. You can't see, it's pretty downhill down here. It maybe went 200. So I got a ways, got to make something out of nothing. So what I'm going to do is hit it at that bunker, and if it draws, it draws. If it doesn't, it should be just over the bunker. But if it draws, it'll be really good. If not, it's not a hard pitch. Just looked at the Grint app on the GPS, not bad. So we're gonna try and do something miraculous, but the miss is fine. The miss is just over the bunker. So we'll see, hit and hope, see if it draws. Didn't draw as much as I wanted, but it did a little bit, so that's okay. Yeah, see, that was the miss, because there's my ball, there's the pin. That's what we were looking at. It did go straight over the bunker. I started a little farther right, and it did kick. We're on a tiny hill, so it kind of rolled down the hill, which is fine. But that's a very doable pitch for what should be a pretty benign up and down. You can't see it. Well, maybe you can. The camera doesn't do it justice. Pretty big slope right here, so I'll have to be kind of careful, but should be able to cozy one up and make par and move on from a terrible mistake. On God. Neither of the last two flags fell off, so I'm convinced that the flag on that par 5 was definitely a fluke. But a good par there, and that's, again, when you make mistakes or you're mitigating around mistakes, using the fat part of the course, use the grassy part of the course. Don't always be the hero. Trust whatever short game you may have. Mine was a little squirrely there. I thought that chip wasn't gonna be as crazy as it was, but ended up working out okay. Made the par putt, moving on. Wash, rinse, repeat. Okay, par 4, 360 on the card, 320, because the flag, you can't really see it, but it's through those trees. Conventional wisdom would say, oh, if you can hit it 330, why not just hit driver over those trees? Well, there's two big bunkers right in front of the green that I don't really want to be in, so what I'm going to do is hit 3-wood just over the corner, carry it, I don't know, 285, leave myself 50 yards, 40 yards in, and have a relatively easy flip wedge to a tight, hopefully birdie little putt. But the risk reward of trying to hit pound driver over those trees is not big enough. Left is dead, dead, dead. So if I just bail out right a little bit, I got 50 yards, no worries. Perfect, exactly like you wanted. See, flip wedge, there's the pin. You haven't heard me say it, 59 watch is still in effect. I'm 3 under through 7 with a wedge in from, I don't know, was it 75 yards? So still in effect, 59 watch. I need to start it again because I was doing well when I said 59 watch and then I topped the 4-iron. So 59 watch, in effect, stuff it close. It's a terrible putt. It's just terrible. That's really bad. Oh, I didn't even scare it. Well, that is okay. You live and you learn. Okay, after a very disappointing par there with a terrible birdie attempt, 18 or my number 9, 430 on the card. There's a creek down there you can't really see. You can kind of see the grass kind of up here. It's about 270 carry, so I'm just gonna pound driver at that bunker. And if I get there, that's okay, but I'd rather have a 120-yard bunker shot than lay up short of that creek and have, 185, 190 in. So pound driver, full send. Full send, that's money. Just like I wanted, just short of the bunker. Thank God I didn't hit it 10 yards farther to be in it. Looks like it's about, I haven't lasered, it looks like about 135, 140 maybe, something like that. It was into a little bit of a breeze. You can't really feel it from the tee box. You can really feel it down here. The tee box has some trees. But again, wedge time, back right pin, time to stuff one close, make up for some stupid mistakes, and keep the birdie train, or what was a birdie train, started again, and call the conductor. My words are being eaten right now, because that looked way closer from the fairway. I mean, you can see my ball mark up here. So I thought it was, 7, 8 feet. Now it's 20 because I put too much juice. So now I gotta knock in a long one, but I can do that. Close. 59 is becoming less likely. Thank you guys for watching. I forgot to do an outro on the course, so here I am editing the video in my hotel room. It's a Hampton Inn. It's nothing fancy. Don't you worry. But I do appreciate you guys making it this far. If you did and you want to follow the channel and help follow my journey, hit that subscribe and notification bell down below. That would mean a lot to me, and I'm hoping it would mean a lot to your golf journey as well. There's a lot of exciting content coming up, including part 2 of this video to figure out if 59 watch actually came true. Have to go pretty low on the back. Shooting 300 on the front's great, but you got to go pretty low, obviously, to shoot 59. So my hopes are still there, but can't make any promises. But I got some other stuff coming on the channel, some fun little challenges I'm going to do. So if you want to keep track of all that and watch it, I'd love for you to, and hit that subscribe notification bell below. Also, follow me on Instagram, posting a lot over there. Channel's starting to grow, or the Instagram is starting to grow, and hopefully drive some more traffic here onto YouTube. But again, thank you guys for watching. I hope I brought you some value. Hope you learned something, and I'll talk to you guys next time.